Kitchen design trends. It's a fun topic I know a lot of you are interested in, so I thought that we could have a look at some of the trends that have been gaining in popularity over the last year and see what we all think. So I was reading through another kitchen study, because apparently that's what I do with my free time now, and this one was about some of the words and phrases that people are searching for when researching for inspiration and ideas about having a new kitchen. These are some of the things that people have typed into search that have just shot up in popularity over the last year. So I've got 5 trends to talk through from the study, and then I thought I'd have a look into a few bonus trends at the end of the video. So let's see what we think. First up from the study is kitchens with character. So according to this study, the search term unusual kitchens more than doubled over the last year. So people are searching for something a little bit different, something unusual, something with a bit more character. This is things like bold colour choices, accent pieces, maybe patterned floors, something with a more eclectic style. I thought this was actually quite interesting. It's not something I've personally seen with my clients over the last year or so, but I do like the idea that people are perhaps becoming a bit braver when it comes to their kitchen designs and styles. People are wanting to add a bit more of their own stamp and personality into their kitchen, and I'm all for that. Green kitchens. The search term green kitchens increased 43% this year, with sage green, forest green and dark green all rising in popularity compared to last year. Yes, I 100% agree with this. I would say green kitchens have been on the rise for the last 2 or so years. I've done lots of green kitchens over that time, where say 5 years ago, a green kitchen would have been the exception. Now I'm probably a bit biased here because I love a green kitchen. I think they can look absolutely stunning. And I suppose green falls into that trend of more natural styles, which is growing in popularity as well at the minute. Green is often seen in biophilic aesthetics, which I've actually talked about in another video before, which I'll link to. So yes, I'm a big fan of green, and I agree that this one is definitely a rising trend at the minute. Country kitchens. The search term country kitchen rose by 54% compared to last year. There's also the term panelling that rose 187%, exposed beam that rose 171%, and exposed brick that rose 90%, all compared to last year. I find this one a bit interesting actually. Maybe this ties in a bit with the first trend that people want a bit more character in their kitchen and they're looking for something more unusual. Panelling, the rise in that search term, I definitely agree with. I'm seeing panelling in kitchens more and more over the last year or so, and I've actually done a few projects with panelling and it looks really great. So I'm not surprised by that one. Exposed beams and exposed brick I'm a little bit more surprised by. I would consider these more of an industrial trend, and I think that trend has died down over the last few years. But maybe they're more for character now rather than using them for that full-on industrial style trend. I thought this rise in the search for country kitchens was quite interesting, so I actually read another study, of course I did, and in a separate House Home study they found that 33% of 25 to 39-year-olds that plan to move said they want to swap their urban home with a rural one, and 67% are keen to move from a suburban area to a countryside home. So this study would indicate that there's a definite tie, and you can understand that connection in the rise for the search for country kitchens. And I would guess a lot of it has to do with maybe the state of the world over the last 2 years. It's caused a little bit of an exodus from our cities, it seems, as people want to move out and have more space and greater access to the outside. So yeah, I can understand country kitchens rising as a trend. I guess we all just want to move to the countryside. Terrazzo. If you're not familiar what terrazzo is, it's a composite material that's used for a wide variety of things, but in kitchen design it's most commonly used for countertops, backsplashes and even flooring. Its unique characteristic is that it has lots of speckles or sparks, chips, fragments, things like that set in the material to give it that fragmented and patterned look. So the search term terrazzo has increased 230% over the last year. That's a big jump, and one that honestly I did not expect. I've come across terrazzo a handful of times over the years, but it's never something I've actually ever used in a project I've done. Maybe it's just me and I've missed the boat on this trend. I'd be really interested to know what you think on this one. Dark details. The search terms black kitchen worktop and black pendant light have more than doubled over the last year. So this is dark and moody statement pieces. The examples were worktops or countertops and pendant lights, but this could also be the colour of your cabinets as well. And yep, again, I think I would agree with this one. I've definitely seen a shift in more people choosing darker cabinets and countertops over the last year or two, and really leaning into that moody look. It can look really stunning, and I can think of a couple of projects over the last year or two where we went with really dark inky blues and dark greys, and it looked really stylish. And it can also be quite warm as well, depending on how you dress the room. Bonus trends. So after reading through this study, I was interested to check out some other kitchen trends that I've seen crop up or have been talked about in conversations recently. So I use Google Trends, which plots how much people are searching for a particular topic over time to see if any of these bonus trends are on the rise or not. So the first one I looked at was Japandi, which I've talked about in my kitchen design aesthetics video. Again, I'll leave a link. And as you can see, Japandi has basically exploded onto the scene over the last 2 or so years. It's definitely a big trend right now, and one I think we'll be seeing more of next year. Next, I looked at venting hobs, or hobs with built-in extractors. And as you can see, this one started taking off about 3 years ago, but has just been gaining in popularity ever since. And now it's a really popular trending topic. I talked about this in my trending appliance video, again I'll leave a link to, so it looks like I got this one right. And lastly, I looked at white kitchens and open shelves. I talked about these a bit with Mark Tobin on a live stream we did on his channel the other week. It was really great fun, so if you haven't seen that video, go and check it out. Again, I'll leave a link and it'll be in the description as well. And if you don't know Mark, I highly recommend his channel. He talks about everything kitchen design and makes some really fun videos. So white kitchens first. As you can see, it was growing in popularity for many years, but over the last 5 years or so, it seems to have plateaued. So that tells me that it's definitely not gone away, and it's not trending down, it's just not gaining in popularity or trending up at the moment. And the infamous open shelves. Love them or hate them, it looks like it's another clear growing trend that's currently still on the rise. I'm really interested to hear what you think about all these trends and what else you think is trending in kitchen design at the moment. So leave a comment below. I think it'd be really interesting to see what kinds of things are trending where you are, as I imagine it's different in different countries around the world. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.